So I've got my swab from Paul Yates, linked to Fish Out. And the instructions which I've just dropped in the pond. I've just taken the swab. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. So I put the fish, I netted the fish and put it in the basket. It actually, when I slid it to the side of the basket, grazed itself on here. So in the end, it lost a couple of scales because of that. This is on the Kohaku with the sore mouth. Look at that. So properly wrecked the side of it. Lifted about 7 or 8 scales up, so just pushed them flat and put some tamidine on it. That is not, there's a scale there as well. A couple of scales down there. So that is not good. Anyway, so this is done, so I'm going to get this sent off straight away to her. I'm going to go and post it right now, and hopefully I'll get the results back at the end of the week, maybe early part of next week. It takes 3 to 4 days to get the analysis sorted, and then the details email back to me. So hopefully at the end of the week, if not early part of next week, I'll have that report and I'll go to the vet then to try and get the correct antibiotics. But unbelievable, can't believe it, like, slashed the side of the fish on the side of the bowl there. Oh, nuts. Anyway, all done. Fish is sort of just mooching around over there, look. Anyway, I'm going to go and get this sent off now. Seething still. Can't believe that fish. I'm just going to post my thing to Paula. Oh, mental. So definitely a lesson learned there. Don't use the jap basket. Slide a fish up against the side. Oh, mad. Anyway, I'm now thinking if I got enough blood on the sample from the mouth of the Kohaku. I don't know how much they need. I know it's not a lot, but oh well. I'll get it sent off. She should get it tomorrow. I think the last pick-up 6:30 here, post office. Well, I hope it is. Then I'll know Wednesday when she gets it and laughs at it, and I'll probably have to redo it. Mad. Anyway, get back to me power walk into the post office. Oh, I'm not sure how much I recorded that. Anyway, I was ranting again. That's what I do. I rant. So it actually looks alright, bar there's a couple of slightly rare scales, but that's obviously to be expected after what happened to the side of it. Unbelievable. Only me, as everything is. So as I said yesterday, I got me swabbed up eventually and got it sent off. It's just a waiting game now. Hopefully, as I say, there was enough. A bit worried maybe there wasn't enough blood on it. The instructions were to sort of poke and prod it in the deepest wound that you can find on a fish. And looking at mine, it was the Kohaku, I think, with the red, very sore bottom lip. It's not weeping blood, but obviously it's very red where the blood is at the surface. So. But we'll see. I know from speaking to Paula that you didn't actually need, it's not like you needed a vial of like 2 litres of blood or anything like that. It is literally a microscopic piece of blood which they can gather the data they need from. So I'll just be waiting now for that reply and then go and no doubt argue with me vet. But there we go. But the shower, I took the front peck off. Swimming around alright, it's happy, feeding okay, so. But as I know from previous, I mean the Shiro with the sore eye, it's a little bit red again. But this is all down to bacteria. I can't remember exactly what she said. Something about it's not really a water quality issue. It's just a bacteria that's passed from fish to fish, probably from the symptoms that I described. But obviously, as I keep saying, I won't know exactly until I get the diagnosis back, telling me exactly what bacteria that is I've got. So it's weird, it's taken a long time to get here. I should probably have spoken, well, I did speak to her earlier on in the year, but I seem to get it under control with just water quality things, so like CT, salt, which you did say you can sort of push back the bacteria and stuff, but the fish have still got it, so then eventually you'll have a breakout, and then there's not a lot you can do, and then you're just treating the water again when you actually need to treat the fish. So that is exactly where I'm at. And she says it's common practice really for koi keepers to do that, whereas in actual fact it's better off to get diagnosed what bacteria you've got, then you can sort it out with the correct antibiotics from your local vet. Well, I suppose lesson learned, so if anything ever happens like this again and there's maybe not treating the water doesn't cure it, I need to be on the case and getting her to sort stuff out. When you think of the amount of fish that I've lost this year, 7 or 8 fish, and the cost of that, the cost of a lot of antibiotics, some syringes, sedate and Paula's report, way cheaper than sort of losing a fish really. So hey ho, not a lot I can do now. Hindsight, you know. I would urge anyone else that's going for any kind of issues very similar to this, definitely give her a shout. As I say, she was the information I just got from having a brief phone call, sort of an hour phone call, and just having that knowledge on the end of the phone, putting your mind at rest and tact, because you know she sees it all the time and she knows that there is reason to get it fixed, not reason, but it's an easy fix eventually when you know what you're dealing with, rather than just blind treating, I suppose, which is what I've been doing. So I know I've got a bacteria issue, so the normal thought process is CT the pond or PP the pond, but that just sort of knocks it back if it's internal in the fish, and then it rears its head again. Anyway, down at my wounds again, and chums are on about the Kohaku. I haven't even thought about doing me winterisation stuff yet. Well, I briefly thought about covering the shower, because it's been quite cold, well, really cold in the mornings now, up to sort of 9-10 o'clock, so I do need to probably think about getting that covered and getting all my pipe work sorted before we know, because we're into October now, so we are going to start experiencing more frosts, cold winds. I think there's a northerly wind due this weekend, so it's no doubt going to be a bit chilly, if not bright though. Hey ho, anyway, there we go. Catch you later, bye. So no major change with the fish. I'm still sitting on my hands waiting for me report from Paula Reynolds, and that's probably going to be early next week now. And today's Friday. So yeah, I've not done anything with the Kohaku, I've just left it alone. Obviously because the temperatures are slowing down now, lowering, whatever you want to call it. So I'm at 15 degrees, and obviously everything slows down, doesn't it? So bacteria and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not seeing any change, and the damage it got from the floating basket, that piece of crap, looks okay actually. There's a couple of, maybe 1 or 2 ray scales at the back, but it doesn't look red and angry, so I'm just going to leave as is, and then I'm going to have to get it out anyway to inject it when I find out what antibiotics I need anyway, presuming that's the outcome. I mean, obviously I haven't really thought about that not being the outcome, but anyway. So I'm just leaving it until I've heard from Paul, and then I can make a call. But yeah, there's a couple of little rose ones just on the back, but as I say, they're not red and horrible, so I'm just leaving them well alone. And everyone else seems okay. The eye on the Shiro is still a bit red round the edge. Other than that, in fact, the shower that I had to hack the pec fin from last week, which is this one here, doesn't look too bad. Again, it'll have to come out potentially, but it's not red, sore and horrible, so again I'm just leaving it in there. So that's where I'm at the end of the week. But I suppose the temperatures, although lowering for me, are actually helping out, because if there is a bacteria issue in the pond, a major one, then slower temperature obviously just prolongs it, doesn't it? And from talking to Paula, I do need to act pretty soon, because the antibiotics, I think she said, are sort of rubbish below 12 degrees, or not quite as efficient as they would be above that. So 15 degrees, quite nice and warm today actually. I think the next few days are, but there is a northerly wind and rain and flood en route next week. So ideally, if I can find out what I need to get, and then get it, and then start getting them out and giving them all a quick jab before the temperatures do really plummet. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next week, hopefully with me Paula Reynolds report, and I'll know a little more about what I need to do. Anyway, catch you next week. Bye bye.